Hey everybody, it's Jeff from New York, and I'm here in beautiful Miami, or more specifically Miami Beach, or even more specifically South Beach, Miami Beach, here in Florida. This morning we're just going to take a walk along Ocean Drive and check out all of the old Art Deco hotels that are along this drive. And in a separate video, I'm going to get up closer to those hotels and show you all the little sidewalk cafes and stuff like that. But for today, just an overall grand scheme of what's going on here in South Beach. It's 10 o'clock in the morning, it's hot and it's humid, so not looking forward to the weather this afternoon, but I do plan on having a good time. I'm going to visit a whole bunch of places actually down here in South Beach, so lots of videos coming from here. But for now, let's take a walk along Ocean Drive and see what all those Art Deco hotels look like from across the street. We're actually heading north on Ocean Drive here in South Beach. The beach is on my right side, and all the Art Deco hotels are on the left side. Most of them built in the 1920s. Across the street is the Park Central Hotel, which was built in 1937. In its heyday, the Park Central Hotel was a favorite destination for Hollywood royalty, including Clark Gable, Carole Lombard, and Rita Hayworth. Albert Annis skillfully designed the historic Majestic Hotel South Beach in classic Art Deco style. The hotel was completed in 1940 and has been welcoming travelers ever since. You may be wondering what actually brought me to South Beach today. I'm actually on a cruise on the Norwegian Getaway. We were supposed to go to Bermuda today and tomorrow, however there's a hurricane in that area. So the captain diverted us to Miami. The port where the cruise ship is docked is just a couple miles that way. So I said, you know what, I got a few hours. South Beach is close. Let me do some videos there. So I'm going to get a couple of good videos in the next few hours. So that's what I'm doing here, in case you're wondering. Recognized around the world as the undisputed symbol of South Beach, the Colony Hotel in Miami Beach has set the standard for hospitality and style since 1935. This is the Boulevard Hotel, built in 1950, making it one of the newer hotels here on Ocean Avenue. And here we have the Starlight, built in 1952, also somewhat newer to its surrounding neighbors. These hotels are beautiful in the daytime, but you really should see them at night. Unfortunately, I have to be back on the ship at 7 o'clock, so not going to see them at night this trip, maybe some other trip, but they really do look beautiful. All lit up in all different colors here along Ocean Drive. But they're just as beautiful, showing off all their detail during the daytime. This is Captain Morgan. He shows up in all cruise-related videos here on the New York channel. He shows up as a quick flash in the background, including this video. Be the first to spot him and leave a comment below with the timestamp where you spotted him, and you'll get a shout out on an upcoming video. Good luck. This is the Shore Park Hotel, built in 1929, known mostly for its restaurant Larios by the Beach, owned by Gloria and Emilio Estefan until just recently. This is the Pelican, built in 1948. And here we have the Casa Grande, built in 1923. By the way, I mentioned Gloria and Emilio Estefan just a few moments ago. They have a lot to do with the revival of South Beach back in the 1990s. And before I forget, a belated shout out to Mario Papa, who found Mitzi, the rubber ducky showgirl, in my Las Vegas video, the Park MGM tour. Sorry for the delay, Mario Papa, but good eye. Across the street, Waldorf Towers, 1937. In case you're wondering, this beautiful park that we're walking along on Ocean Drive is called Loomis Park, and it stretches the entire strip where all these hotels are. And the beach is right off the park. Some of these buildings along Ocean Drive aren't clearly marked, so it's difficult for me to tell you what they're called or when they were built, but I can tell you the area is very protected as far as the architecture is concerned. If something should happen to one of these buildings, and things have happened in the past, the replacement building has to fit into the Art Deco theme running along this entire avenue. I'm guessing that was a Segway tour. Don't ask me why I'm guessing that. The Breakwater, built in 1936, the Breakwater Hotel remains one of Miami Beach's most iconic Art Deco buildings. Coming up next is the Edison, built between 1933 and 1935. And this is the Art Deco Welcome Center, where you can find an awful lot about this whole neighborhood. And here we have the Clevelander, built in 1938. You probably noticed we just passed the Art Deco Visitors Center. They have a thermometer outside that's reading 90 degrees, and it's 10:30 in the morning. It's going to be a brutal afternoon. Está caliente in Miami. Congress Hotel, 1936. 1936 seems to be a popular year. Lots of construction, I guess, going on in 1936 along Ocean Drive. Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying the video, and if you are, give it a thumbs up, and while you're at it, if you're not subscribed to the New York channel already, subscribe right now. It really does help the channel out. And while you're at it, if you'd like to support the New York channel, just click on that thanks button right underneath the video. I appreciate your support, guys. Across the street, the Bon Air Hotel, built in 1934. Across the street is the Versace mansion. Gianni Versace, the designer, was murdered right on his front steps right across the street here. It's now a restaurant called Gianni's. We'll get a better look when I do my video across the street. And if you missed it, that video across the street of all the cafes in front of these historic hotels is available already on the New York channel. Across the street, the Victor Hotel, 1937. Even the crosswalks on the street are Art Deco. Pretty cool. Across the street we have the Tides, built in 1936, one of the larger hotels here along Ocean Drive. It's got 45 suites and it looks like it's undergoing some renovations. By the way, these buildings are old, but they are in perfect condition inside and out. They are renovated regularly and meticulously maintained. That's the Leslie, built in 1937. And the Carlisle Hotel, 1939. The Cardozo, 1939. The Cavalier, 1936. This is the Netherland, another larger building here along Ocean Drive, and it's mostly condos now, and you can buy one if you'd like. They go for about $2 million and up, which really isn't bad considering the neighborhood and that it's oceanfront. By the way, the Netherland was built in 1936. Tell you one thing, I hope my walk back later this afternoon when I go past all those cafes, it's going to be on the shady side. I hope. The Winter Haven, 1939, an odd name for South Beach. Or is it? I wouldn't mind that being my winter haven. This is the Marriott Vacation Club Pulse. It was built in 1936. I'm not sure what it was called before Marriott took it over. Maybe one of you guys know. Leave a comment below. Hey guys, if you're a fan of the New York channel, check out the new Facebook New York fan page. It's created and maintained by Dan Kraft, also known around here as Real Unc D. I'll leave a link in the description below. Thank you, Dan, so much for your hard work. This is the Penguin Hotel, built in 1948. Another odd name for a hotel in South Beach. I don't think there's a penguin within thousands of miles unless you're visiting a zoo. The original name was actually Golden Dawn Hotel. That seems to make more sense. The Crescent, 1938. Ocean Plaza, 1941. The building behind me is the Il Villaggio. I would imagine some of the best views in Miami. At night they have the beautiful views of South Beach when this is all lit up. And they also have, well, at least the higher floors, a beautiful view of the ocean. Not too bad. By the way, just a couple of quick shots of what this beautiful street looks like at night. Unfortunately, I had to be back at my ship before sundown, so maybe next time. The Betsy Ross Hotel, better known as just Plain old the Betsy, 1942. Picked a little place in the shade to cool off, rehydrate, and go off to my next video, which will be, I think I'm heading over to Lincoln Avenue, which is like a closed off street with lots of shops and restaurants and stuff like that. I've been to Miami lots of times. I came here as a child, I came here during college, family used to vacation here, so I couldn't count how many times I've been in Miami. I love the city, and I know a lot about it as far as places to see and things to do, but I've only got a few hours today. I got off the ship at about 9:30 and I have to be back by 7. So I'm gonna do as much as I can, probably stick around the South Beach area because I really don't have that much time, but maybe I'll come back and visit this city more often and do some more videos. In any event, I hope you like the Ocean Drive video I just did. Beautiful hotels, looks great in the daytime, beautiful at night, and I'm off to Lincoln Avenue to do a video on that mall, that closed street. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like, comment, ask some questions, and most importantly, subscribe by clicking on the button on the left. You can visit all of my New York videos by clicking on the top right, or check out my videos on other favorite places to visit by clicking on the bottom right. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you around the city.